Hey guys, it's Silver, it's Friday, that means Xur is here. He is currently over on Nessus, up in Watcher's Grave. So let's see what he's got. Alright, starting with the exotics, he's got Hard Light. And then he's got Gemini Jesters, MK44 Standicides, and Nezarec Sin. This Nezarec Sin has a crap ton of discipline. It's a 69 total, with a 43 custom. If you don't have a good Nezarec, or even if you do have a Nezarec, there's a good chance that this one's better than what you got. I have to double check. Alright, the MK44 Standicides is 68. It's got a 25 custom. It's got a lot of mobility. But it could be interesting with a lot of mobility. I honestly don't know if I've ever used these exotics, so I can't really say too much about the stat distribution. Doesn't look terrible. And then we've got Gemini Jesters, which there's very little recovery and very little intellect, but all the other stats are pretty good. I would have liked to see more, probably more recovery, but still not a completely terrible roll. All of them are decent and worth picking up. Looking at the legendary weapons, the 7th Seraph Carbine with Corkscrew, Full Bore, Appended, or Alloy, Hipfire Grip, and Elemental Capacitor with a Stability Masterwork. I mean, if this archetype ever gets useful in PvP, this could be a very interesting role, but this archetype is not very good in PvP. Geon 7 with SRO 37 Ocular, SLO 21 Post, High Cal, Appended, Zen Moment, and Outlaw with a Range Masterwork. It's not a terrible roll. Personally, I don't really care for this pulse rifle. There's really no perks that I would like to have. So if you want it, go get it. If not, I'm not picking it up. False Promises with Fluted, Polygonal, Alloy, Armor Piercing, Killing Wind, and Sympathetic Arsenal. I could care less about this archetype. The 360s, I don't care. I hate them. Timeline's Vertex, we've got Signal MSF5, Transmission, Accelerated, Particle, Lead from Gold, and Snapshot with a Range Masterwork. I don't know what to say about this one. I mean, if we potentially get something with Solar 3.0 similar to Volatile Rounds, this could be interesting. But I'm not going to pick it up. Widow's Bite with Fluted, Hammer Forge, Extended, Alloy, Firmly Planted, and Opening Shot with a Range Masterwork. It's actually an interesting roll. I might pick it up for PvP. Plus, snipers are supposed to feel a little bit less clunky without Snapshot. But we're also getting the special ammo changes, which are probably going to hurt snipers the most. So I guess we'll see. Negative Space. I can confidently say I've never used this sword in my life. Tireless Blade and Surrounded. I mean, it's not a terrible roll, but it's no Falling Guillotine. We've got a Frozen Orbit with Full Bore, Polygonal, Appended Mag, Steady Rounds, Moving Target, High Impact Reserves, and a Range Masterwork. Well, I kind of like it. I like these two perks, except that handling really hurts to look at. So I'm going to say pass on that one. We're looking at the Titan Armor. The gauntlets are 59 total, which kind of sucks, but they do have a 41 custom between Recovery, Resilience, and Intellect. My Titan custom is kind of outdated, but I still probably wouldn't pick those up just because they're under 59. This one's 60. It's spiking, resilience, and discipline, but honestly nowhere else. I'm going to mark that one as a maybe. Gauntlets, no. Chest piece, maybe. And as soon as my monitor will figure out what it's doing with its life. Here is the mark. A little butt flap. 59 on the helmet. Not worth picking up. 53 on the boots. Not worth picking up. I know I talk about Hawkmoon and Deadman's Tale being expensive, but both are good rolls this weekend. Hawkmoon's got Hammerforge, Alloy, Rangefinder, and Combat Grip. And Deadman's Tale with Full Bore, High Cal, Vorpal Weapon, and Short Action Stock. So if you never got that High Cal Vorpal roll, well, now you do. If you have the resources. Alright, so let's go see what the Warlocks have. Alright, so we're over on Warlocks, and let me save you the trouble. Nothing is worth picking up, except the gloves, which I'm going to say it is a maybe. On the Warlock, there are 60 total with a 37 custom, but they're not particularly spiky anywhere. I know I have better rolls of gloves, but some of you may not. So gloves are a maybe, everything else is hot garbage. Let's go see if he has anything worthwhile on the Hunters. Alright, we're over on Hunters, and sorry Hunters, but there is nothing worth picking up exotic armor-wise. 56, 54, 53, 57. Do not pick up the Hunter armor unless you need it for transmog purposes. But that is Xur for this weekend. Exotic armor was kind of a miss. Legendary weapons were meh. But exotic armor and these exotic weapons, very good rolls. So, I will catch you next time, and I hope you have a great weekend.